woman named Laura. Hey, hi, Kenny. How are you?
Hey, this one's a woman.
I've got my names reversed. I've got you on a different line here than I originally intended. So thanks for coming on Second Date Update.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. I will admit I'm a little bit embarrassed that I'm calling a radio station to, try to help me with my love life, but...
Not just any radio station.
That's right.
Your friends at Q102 with the Jeff and Jenn Morning Show.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have helped, thousands of people in Cincinnati, right?
Close to millions.
We've made love happen.
I don't feel like I'm, too alone in this.
Billions served.
Right. So, Laura, I met her on Match, and we actually, we really did seem like a perfect match. Well, it's corny. It seemed like a perfect match. We went on a match. But, seriously, we're both athletic and, outdoorsy types, which is really great, considering the situation we're all in right now. It gives us a lot of choices for, to do if we get together. We can play sports, we can go for hikes, we can do whatever. But we actually, so on our date, we played tennis, and then we went out for a couple of drinks to, this little outdoor bar area. And I thought she was great. She was super smart, great sense of humor, awesome tennis player, seriously, really good. She even wore the whole the tennis outfit, the tennis skirt and stuff. She looked.
She's a serious
awesome.
player.
She's dressed for it. Nice.
Yeah, and it was honestly it was really sexy. I don't know. I felt like we had a lot in common. We both been working for what seems like forever now. We're both feeling cooped up, no socialization. So I could tell at least speaking for me, and I think she felt the same way, that it was just nice being out with someone and feeling somewhat normal. Being at a bar, when we left the bar, we did we tapped elbow, did the elbow tap to each other.
Yeah.
Not we had a good laugh about that. I don't know. Yeah, I thought I'd be talking to her again, but she's not returning any messages, and honestly, I don't know what the deal is. So I was hoping you guys could help me out with that.
So your elbow bump was how you parted ways, and what did that feel like?
I mean, it ended on good terms. We, like I said, we did the elbow tap as our leave. So there was no there was no kiss or anything at the end, but that's all right. Yeah, I don't know. I said, I'll give you a call, and she's like, great. And so
that was that.
I've messaged her, and I haven't gotten any,
Protocol question here, guys. When he says, I'll give you a call, but instead he gives you a text, are you disappointed that he didn't call? Do you prefer to be texted? There was a time when women were like, hey, if you're going to ask me out, don't text me. Do me the courtesy of a phone call.
I would have preferred the text over the call. That's just my personal
We're all about
preference.
text now.
Yeah. I think so. There are too many opportunities to say something stupid if you actually pick up the call and you're not in the frame of mind of taking the call. Whereas if a text arrives when you're not really in a place to make a nice, consciously aware response to the text, you can step back and take a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before
you
respond.
The call, I feel like I would send you to voicemail anyway.
Oh.
Because I don't know if I would want to talk to you right away.
Okay.
Because that's just how women are.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, I don't know, I was just trying to be casual,
Yeah,
Right.
got it.
Okay. I don't have any further questions. Do you guys? Anything
Nope.
you need to know? Kenny, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we're going to call Laura and see what she thought of you and her tennis date with you coming up next. Jeff and Jenn here at Cincinnati's Q102. All right. Kenny met Laura on Match. They seem to have a lot in common. They seem like a good match on Match. They're both athletic, live a healthy lifestyle, had a fun tennis game, said she was very good players. They went out for drinks after, talked some more. Again, lots in common, just nice to be out with someone, and overall a great date. He reached out to go out with her again. She hasn't responded. Sounds like a job for Second Date Update. Any other details we need to know, Kenny, before we make the call?
No, I don't think so. I think you pretty much nailed it.
Good. All right, let's call Laura.
Hello?
Good morning. Is this Laura?
Yeah.
Laura, it's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you?
I'm sorry, Jeff and Jen?
And Fritch and Tim, the whole gang.
Hi.
Morning.
No way!
How are you?
Wow. I'm good. This is crazy. Is this a second date update?
Yes, ma'am.
How?
Have we ever talked to you on Second Date Update before?
No, I just listened to you guys.
Okay, we've had a couple of repeat customers, so I got to ask now. Thank you for listening. And with your permission, are you okay with having that kind of conversation with us on the radio?
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad saying what I'm going to have to say, but yeah.
So you know who we're calling about then?
I'm guessing Kenny, right?
It is Kenny.
Yeah.
So this is an intentional dodge.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it because I hope he won't feel emasculated, but I just can't. I can't date him.
Why would he feel emasculated?
He's not a very good tennis player, at all.
Okay, and why is that a factor?
Well, I mean, listen, not to brag, but I'm a really strong player, and, I play a lot, 4 to 5 times every week. I play in tournaments, locally, regionally, everything, and I'm not just looking for a life partner. I made it pretty clear to him I'm looking for a mixed doubles partner, too, and he's just not.
Wow, for real?
Good. Yeah.
So he has to be a good part of your required criteria
on your list.
On your list is he has to be a good tennis player.
Your minimum salary requirement is great tennis player.
I'm a good tennis player. I thought I kept up pretty well. I mean, you beat me, but not by much.
I'm sorry, I took it easy on you. I could have really buried you if I wanted, but I just didn't want to embarrass or humiliate you more than I guess I have to right now.
So is this a test you run on all the men first dates, are they always tennis dates?
Yeah, I mean, this is a thing for me. I thought I made that pretty clear to Kenny, but I guess not, or he thought he was keeping up with me because I did go easy on him.
No way. I'm not buying this whole thing. I know that I'm a pretty good tennis player. There's got to be something else. I don't think you want to admit what it is. I don't know if you're trying to not hurt my feelings that it's something else, but I don't buy it.
So, Laura, you consider yourself an exceptional tennis player. So would you consider yourself an exceptional tennis player?
Certainly. Yeah, definitely.
Or good enough for pro?
I mean, maybe not quite that good, but I'm pretty close. And as much as I work at it, I should be there soon, I hope. I see.
And it's important to you that your partner be at least as good as you, if not better, correct?
Yeah.
It sucks, though, to be really good at a sport and you're something you love to do. This is where you love to spend your time. And this is something you're passionate about. Your partner sucks at it.
But maybe you suck at jarts. We can't be together.
That's no fun. You want to go hit the ball around. You don't want to hit the ball around with somebody that you can run all over.
But I'm asking these questions. I'm curious because I want to know, Laura, how would you characterize Kenny? I know compared to you don't think he's a very good tennis player, but compared to the average person, how do you think Kenny would stack up?
I mean, he's pretty low on that list, if I'm being real.
Man.
Oh, wow. You don't even think he's
can't this just be something he roots for you? He could be your biggest cheerleader? I know you need a doubles partner, but you could find someone else and still date him.
I mean, look, he's a nice guy. I liked him, but, being a tennis player is on my must-have list. And I'm sorry, nothing else is wrong. That's just all there is.
No. Jen, would you consider yourself a good tennis player? You play tennis.
I used to be, kind of good. I would love to pick up a racket again and beat the hell out of some balls.
Would you like to?
I got two in my basement.
Could we arrange a match between Jen and Laura?
And Laura would probably kick my butt, but it sounds like I could take him.
All right, so here's the kickoff of our 5-day challenge with Jen going on her tennis date with this guy.
There you go.
Tim will be there to shoot the whole thing.
Yeah. Will you be my ball boy?
Sure. I will run very quickly and low. My question, though, is there's a lot of tennis clubs in town. There's Eastern Hills Tennis Club and Cincinnati Tennis Club over by my house.
Do they have
singles nights or
something
the one?
Hang out?
A couple of years ago, I went through a period of time where a couple of times a week I was going up to Fairfield, to the Fairfield Healthplex. And they had there's a whole tennis culture in this town of people who play in these tournaments and they get together a couple of times a week and they have all of these different social events. I mean, it's It's a thing.
That's a big thing.
It is a thing. And I think that there are single events that try to match.
We need to get people. Laura there, because that's going to be the people of the caliber she's looking for.
Right.
Yeah. Or there might be better than her.
Yeah.
Maybe she could learn a few
This is a couple of years ago. It was Fairfield Mercy Healthplex.
Well, Kenny, I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Yeah, apparently I'm not as good at tennis as I thought I was. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, Laura,
really good. Although there's a really good partner near my house called a Wall. Hits it back every single time. So I mean, that sounds like it might be a good date.
there you go.
Aww.
Job.
Well, thank you for being a good sport and coming on the show, Kenny. And Laura, thank you for taking the call and coming on Second Date Update.
Definitely. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to take your guys' recommendation. And,
Right.
Why not? Give it a shot.
Well, continued success and good luck to you.
Thanks. You too.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CBG Airport. Start your trip at CBGAirport.com.